Video.
There's your answer. Here comes all the old shit. Say bye to the new deck. Since I'm cheap, I have to try reusing this tape. They got the blue and the red. This blue should be green. I gotta reuse this electrical tape because I'm cheap. That's what I'm gonna do so I don't lose track of any of the wires. For those of you who don't know about electrical tape, if you stretch it, it seems to stick better. Voila. It's like new tape all over again.
So as you're disconnecting one, you're replacing it with the new one?
Yeah, just so I don't get confused because they didn't do the proper thing. And there's actually a wire that you can buy from Walmart to where it plugs right into your factory clip. They just cut the clip and figured out what color all the speaker wires were and hooked it up like that. It's what you call an old-fashioned nig rig. I'm going to do the ground next. Again, we're using this electrical tape. Oh, little piece. A little thing that I like to do is after you have the power and the ground hooked up, I like to just make sure that the deck turns on. Let's see if we got some power. And there you go, we have power. Of course, there's not going to be any sound right now. Some of the speaker wires are hooked up. Alright. That's a lot of tape for a speaker, holy shit. You'd think they'd use more on the positive so it didn't ground off to the ground, but they use more on the speaker than anything. What is that? What was that? Gray with the black line. That's a negative. Gray with a black line. If you're lucky enough, the car that you get won't be nig rigged like this one. One speaker down, next one to go. We're going to do the green now.
Alright, so now we got everything hooked up. We're about to see if this works. Okay, it's on.
Alright, I think my speakers are blowing. I know I got to replace them, so...
As long
wash away all the signs of the waters raging within me. I simply take it in stride and I strive for a better day.
Actually, you know what? Once the I know you hear the speakers crack a little bit because of the bass, but once the subs are on and the bass is hitting, you won't even hear that at all. So now we're gonna go and stick the deck back in the dashboard, get everything situated. Yeah, I'll run everything. No, I'm not gonna run everything on the same side. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to run your RC ejects and your power wire down the same side of your car, because it can interfere with the sound and you'll get a humming sound when your car is running. You don't want that. Alright.
More of your hard-earned. Hey, can I meet you? The new hot
Putting the amp under the front seat so I have total control over fine adjustments. By the way, I'm using a Kenwood 1000-watt monoblock. You have your bass boost levels, your LPF, low pass filter, and you have your input sensitivity, which adjusts your bass, all that. Your ISF is if you want treble coming through your speakers, you can have off, which is no treble, or you can have 15 hertz, which is treble and bass, and 25 would just be treble, so you can use it for your highs, which are your door speakers. All these fine adjustments. Every time you hook up a system, no matter if you get the amp brand new or from somebody, no matter, even if the speakers came with the amp that you bought it as a set, you always want to turn these all the way down and readjust them when you hook everything up. You always want every single one of these down and off, and then because every system sounds different in a car. You can buy a system that's in a Honda Civic and it'll pound, and if you keep these the same and put them in a wagon like I am, it might sound different, for example. So you want to always turn these down and adjust them to how high you want your bass, how hard you want it to hit, everything like that. Now I'm going to attempt to hook up this positive wire. As you can see, it looks like crap. So I'm going to see what I can do about getting it apart. I'm just running the speaker wire through because, like I said, I'm putting my amp under my seat. So now I have to run just speaker wire back instead of all that power wire and all that crazy stuff. Just trying to hide it as best as I can, because everybody knows wires that are showing look ugly. Back there. Just trying to get it right, this piece of trim right here. Sometimes you do have to take the trim off, but there's enough slack in the trim to where I can just pull it back. It goes right under. I guess the proper way would be to take it off, because as you can see, I'm scratching it all up right here. But I honestly don't care. It's a 1995, so.
You're gonna run it like under here, or you're gonna run it behind this thing?
Under there. And you just tuck it through. See what that hinge looks like.
Probably do it under the hinge.
Right along the side of it. Never want to put a wire in a position to where it can get pinched. You will blow a fuse. So that's why I'm tucking it in everything.
Oh, it's still showing right there.
Gotta hide it. I gotta take it back out.
Yeah, you gotta put it behind the seatbelt.
Right back behind the hinge. Okay. And we're almost ready for takeoff. Just got a ground wire to hook up, and that's it.
Then you just do little touch-ups, make sure it's nice and hidden all the way.
Yep.
As you can see, you can't even tell the wire's there now.
It's the only spot you're gonna be able to see the wire, because that's where it's going in. Because this is like I said, the amp's going under the seat. It's the only way you're gonna see. I got the amp sitting right here, so I can do all my fine adjustments. Right here. Because some people, well, most people, 90% of people, they'll put their amps right on top of the speaker box or somewhere back there by the subwoofers. But when you're trying to adjust your amp, you know, you got to get out the car and go adjust it. So from right here, from the driver's seat, all you got to do is reach over with a small flathead screwdriver and fine adjust everything with all the doors closed, and everything will work out perfect.
Right here.
There's the deck fully installed.
Yeah, so you'd be tuning your settings, be like, oh, that doesn't sound right, and then you just adjust it right there.
There's that part so far. So all I got left now is just to hook the ground up and ground it off to the vehicle somewhere. I might take this bolt off and ground it right to this, and then we'll be all set. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna get out my speakers. They're in my back bedroom. Get those out, hook them up, and see how it sounds.
It's got a little hole there, but that could be repaired easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna nig rig. I'm gonna stuff some toilet paper in there.
It'll work just fine. Good quality Kenwood.
Final wires right here. And done. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
MTD2